Welcome back to 3 Things I Would Change About Your Website. I'm Kate with Dear Kate Brand Strategy. In this series, we look at websites and I give you 3 things that I would change to help you with SEO, making your design more accessible, improving copy, user experience, or just helping you get more conversions. So we're jumping into eventsbymissy.com. And as we land here, we can see that the logo has her name right here, and then we're repeating it again in this hero section. I would skip this and put something that's more emotionally driven. When I scroll down the page towards the bottom, I see this testimonial that says, if you're looking to have that relief on your big day, Melissa is your person. These kinds of testimonials are gold. They're telling you exactly how people felt when they started looking for you and then how they felt after. And that's the transformation we want to show right away on our website, right away on our homepage. So using some of that more emotionally driven language up on our hero would be much better use of that space and helps people realize that yes, we understand where they're coming from, we know how they feel, and we know how to make it better. I do suggest keeping this wedding and event planning in New York, Connecticut, and beyond. That's going to let people know that you're in their area. It also lets Google know where to show your results. So that is a key piece of your SEO. The second thing that I would change on this website is in this section here. We're still on the homepage looking at this what we offer section. And this kind of applies to other places on the website as well, but there's just not quite enough contrast between the color of this blue background and then this white text. And you can see that this text, like the body text, is a little bit easier to read because the lines of that font are a little bit thicker versus this serif font that's used in the headings. We just need a little bit more contrast to make it easier for the eye to take in. Along with that, I would say that these long strings of text can be kind of hard for the eye to track. So if I'm trying to read it, it's taking my eye too much work to go from the left to the right. One option would be to make that paragraph more narrow, but you can see that feels just a little bit easier to read. When I have to read 14 words in a row, my eye stops and I don't read it. And we want the words on our website to be taken in. We want people to read them. We want to make it easy for people to read. So doing something like this would be one tip. Another tip would be to go in and add things like bolds and italics to make that more skimmable. All right, and then the third thing on this website, we're jumping into the services page. I got here by clicking services from the menu, and it says explore the services. I would change this headline to be more, again, benefit focused. So thinking about why they're coming to you, something like leave the stress of wedding planning behind, have the day of your dreams. Something like that, talking about where they're at now and what that transformation is. And then as you scroll down, I wanted to get into this section here. We've got the 3 different services with a block of text below them. I would break these up to be, again, more skimmable, maybe put some bullets, those bolds, and make it more clear what each one is. And then when we click into the learn more for each of these, we're brought to a dedicated service page. On these pages, I would love to see more talk about the benefits of it, why people want this, and what the transformation is again. When I click in here, I'm getting a list of features, which is great for some people. Some people really want to see all of the things that are included, especially at that price point. But I want you to talk more about the benefits as well. Why do I care that we get 2 venue site visits? Why do I care that you track all of the wedding rentals? This is a lot for someone to take in. So talk more about those benefits. And then you can provide this list of features, but it might be something that you want to do after someone's inquired with you versus on your website. And then one last little bonus tip for this page would be to have kind of a how it works for each of these services. And then also probably on your services page as well, a general, these are the steps you take to work with us. On your main services page, and then on each individual's dedicated services page, I would have this is exactly the process that we go through for each wedding so that people have a better feel of what they're getting into, what it's going to look like to work with you. And especially as an event and wedding planner, that experience is really important. All right, let's go on to the next website. Let's jump into aboutfaceskinco.com. We're starting here on the homepage. We're jumping in with this headline, providing natural advanced skincare solutions for anti-aging, acne, dark spots, texture, and scarring. I love that you're calling out the pain points and the problems that your clients have right away, but I think we could approach this from a little bit of a different twist. I'm going to show you in just a second what I would do, but this paragraph also I would change. The I believe and the I specialize, I want you to focus on the client first instead of yourself and what you do. So focusing on what their problems are and the transformation that they want, and then showing how that transformation is possible. So here is what I would do. I really liked this line, healthy glowing skin should be achievable for everyone. I also liked here that you talked about natural treatments tailored to your unique skin type. You're saying natural here as well. So here would be my twist on this. I used a tool called Edit Anything, and it just lets me mock up what I would change your site to. So this one I changed to healthy glowing skin is closer than you think. Again, focusing on that benefit, that transformation, what's possible. And then changing the language in this paragraph to you're over trying every chemical-filled serum and at-home face mask, trying to rejuvenate your complexion, treat stubborn acne, or simply feel relaxed and refreshed. That's pulling that same copy that you had and just shifting the language a little bit. You're ready to get glowing, healthy skin with the help of a professional. With natural treatments tailored to your skin type, About Face Skin Co. has the solution for anti-aging, acne, dark spots, texture, and scarring. So again, we just shifted the language that you were already using into something that was focused more on the client and more on that transformation, and throwing in a little touch of what makes you different, which is that those natural treatments tailored to your skin type. The second thing I would do here is be more clear about what your services are. So book a signature facial to get started is one option, but you do other things as well. So I would love to see you put like 3 boxes with your services. So if I click here to services, I see you do facials, lashes and brows, and acne boot camp. I would put those as 3 big buttons here for people to see. And you could put a little description about what each one is underneath it. But that would be the next big change that I would put here, just to get people to understand what it is that you offer and what they can expect from you. And then the third thing that I would change on this website would be the navigation. So we've got home, about, services, results, and skin deep. If I'm looking at this as a client, I don't know what skin deep is. As I click to it, I realize it's your blog. I would just say blog there to make it more clear what that page is. Even resources would be probably a better term there to get people clicking. I think your blog has some good examples of ways to attract people. So why they need certain treatments, certain products and technologies they might be looking up, certain fears that don't neglect your neck. Love that one. Those things will get people to your website. So keep going with that. That is a great move. But back to your navigation, the other thing that I would say is with results, I would rather see your results sprinkled in with your services than as a separate page. If you want to keep those separate pages, I would link them from the footer of your website instead of that home navigation. And then one final bonus tip here is back to your home page. When I'm landing on your page, the thing that is really missing from this top part is where you're located. I do see it down in your footer, but people need to know right away if you can even serve them or not. So having it in this top portion of your website on just about every page is really important. That wraps it up for 3 things that I would change on this website. All right, let's jump into the reflectivetarot.com. The first thing on this website that I want to talk about is this scrolling hero section. With the Reflective Tarot, she's got services and products and is running a Kickstarter as well soon. So she's got a lot going on and needs to cover a lot of things. So I think that's why we ended up with this scrolling hero section. But if we had one clear headline that was a little more static and encompassed everything into one kind of like overarching idea, we would have more clarity on this site. Most people aren't going to sit and watch these scroll or click through them. They're going to see one and scroll down. And if that first one that they see doesn't hit what they were coming to this page for, they're going to bounce. So having something that talks about the journaling, the mindfulness, the tarot, all in one headline, I think would be more clear for you. For thing number 2, as we scroll down this page, you see we jump right into our offerings, then the founder's story, a testimonial, and some articles. Overall, this page needs more copy. I need to know if I'm in the right place, if this is for me, and what they even offer and do here. I do see the tarot readings, guides, and workbooks, workshops, and courses, tarot decks, and books, but every business is tailored towards a specific type of person and has specific offerings, and we need copy to help kind of bring those things together. Make sure that the people that land on our page understand that we are for them and we're here to serve them. And so having some copy here between this hero and the offerings would be key. touching on what the pain points of that person is, landing on the page, and how you help them, and then getting into the offers after that. For thing number 3, we're jumping to the About page. We've got the headline, empowering you to find clarity and balance with insightful guidance. And then we're scrolling down to this Our Intention section. Reflective Tarot was created to help you find balance and clarity through self-reflection. My intention is to empower you with tools and insights that guide you through life's challenges with ease and purpose, offering personalized tarot reading, guided journaling tools, and mindfulness practices. Reflective Tarot provides a space for exploring your inner world and uncovering the insights needed for a more balanced and fulfilling life. Honestly, a lot of this paragraph would do well on the homepage as well. You're being more clear here on what you do and what the pain points of that person is. We could go even deeper into that. I'd also like to see you make it more skimmable and easy for people to read. And then as we scroll down on this page, we get into Meet Kara. I like that you're telling your story with tarot and why you're in this business. That's a great use of that space. I would also add some other little personal things here. I do like that you go into the Read My Story, which is a blog post, but I think you could add more to this particular page with details about who you are, why you do what you do, and even pulling from this podcast episode that you're featured in. If you were to just grab the transcript from that and use AI to help you pull some of those nuggets to make your About page better, I think that would be a great move for you to pull out more of your story and more of the why behind what you do and who you serve. And that wraps up 3 things that I would change about this website. When done right, your website should really sell your services and products for you. It should get you found on Google by those just right people who you would love to work with and who are just the perfect fit for the work that you love to do. I teach all of the strategies and frameworks to help you DIY your website in Brand Basecamp. It's open for enrollment now. I would love to see you on the inside. You can find it at dearkatebrandstrategy.com/BBC or click the link below. Let me know what questions you have. I want to make sure that it's the right fit for you before you jump in, but I can't wait to see you on the inside.